Hey guys, Quigon Quasar here, back again with another Mass Effect Andromeda video, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you a bit of an update, a bit of an assault rifle update, or weapon update. The assault rifles have actually received a massive buff for those of you that don't know, in the most recent update, the most recent patch 1.06. It buffed a lot of the weapons, it sorted out a lot of the lag, fixed a lot of the lag in the game. Not all of it, because it's still, running on a host, like a peer-to-peer hosting server system, which is really a bad way of doing multiplayer, but it buffed, well, not buffed, it fixed a lot of the issues that some people are having, but the main focus of this patch was, in fact, buffing a lot of the weapons, making a lot of the weapons feel as though, they belong in the game, feel like they should. Now, one of the weapons and one of the weapon types that received the most love and the most attention was, in fact, assault rifles, and one of the ones that, needed the most attention was the Avenger assault rifle, the baseline assault rifle that you get at the start of the game that you don't have to unlock, that, everyone gets when they first play the game. And this is the gun that I'm using right now, and it was absolutely awful, at the start. It was so bad at first, it really was not good. It wasn't useful in any way. I think I only used it in one video, and that was the absolute first match I ever played on this game. And after that, I just realized the error of my ways and went and unlocked another weapon. But I'm happy to say that this gun is now decent. It is. It's obviously not the highest powered gun in the game, but it is decent. As you can see, I'm doing quite a lot of damage. I'm playing solo on gold. That's really like a true test of not only, someone's skill on the game to be able to play solo really on any difficulty, but the capability of the weapons you're using and of, the gear you're using. And as you can see, this weapon is doing pretty damn well, especially considering it is like the go-to sort of default weapon you get when you first start up the game. Now, of course, I am using it with the Turian Havoc Trooper's turbocharge ability, which massively increases the fire rate and everything. But that's sort of, that's what you should do anyway. That's what you should, be using with this weapon. But it's before you could use this gun with the Turian Havoc Trooper, and even then, even with a max level Turian Havoc Trooper like I'm using it now, even before, it would be useless. With this gun would be absolutely terrible, even in the hands of the most skilled player and in, the most leveled up and max level character in the game. It would still be really bad, but I'm happy to see that they've changed it up and they've improved it a lot and made it so that it's usable. And now it feels like sort of every weapon has a place in the game. They buffed a lot of weapons. They buffed at least one or two weapons of every single weapon type. So they buffed a couple of the assault rifles, they buffed a few pistols, they buffed a few shotguns. I believe they might have placed a few buffs on some of the weaker sniper rifles, but the only real difference they made to these sniper rifles was they reduced the damage by, I think, 10% of the Vanquisher, the very popular Vanquisher sniper rifle. But other than that, they didn't really touch up on the sniper rifles, but they did, they did a lot of work to the assault rifles, really, in general, the shotguns and the pistols. But the assault rifles were really the focus of it, and really the place that, needed to be improved. And they've improved a bunch of the assault rifles. Not all of them, but they have tweaked a lot of them, like the Avenger here. Now, a few others are, say, the Mattock, the Halberd, which is like an upgraded version of the Mattock assault rifle. They improved the Sandstorm, which is sort of like a very sort of long-range sniper rifle-y assault rifle. It's semi-automatic and, one of the most sort of accurate of the assault rifles in the game. It's one of the most accurate of the, any weapon that isn't a sniper rifle. That's sort of like the go-to weapon if you don't want to use a sniper rifle, but you want good accuracy. They improved the damage of that, and they did it to a bunch of other weapons as well. It wasn't just those. That's just off the top of my head, the ones that I can remember. I did actually do a full breakdown video and a full, summary video of all of the changes they made to, the weapons and everything. So go check that out if you are curious in that. But yeah, I'm so happy to see and so happy to say that the changes that needed to be made have been made. The assault rifles are really good now. This gun actually, not only is it improved, but it's also, improved in a way that's so it's fun to use now. It's not terrible. Before it was boring as hell to use, and that always sort of saddened me when I thought about it, because in Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, hell, even in Mass Effect 1, I believe the Avenger was in Mass Effect 1, or like a rudimentary version of the Avenger. Back in those games, the Avenger was always so much fun to play with and so much fun to use. This assault rifle was. It wasn't the most powerful. It was pretty damn weak, but it was always quite fun to use. I don't know. It was just like a very good universal. It was like a universally good weapon and a good weapon overall. And you didn't really have to sort of hit a steep learning curve to, learn how to use it or anything. I just freaking suicided off the side of the map. But I always liked it in the original trilogy. So I was sad to see how bad it actually was in Mass Effect Andromeda, but I'm really glad that they've improved it, and they've brought it up to sort of the standard that the other games set in terms of the Avenger. And it really sucked before, like how bad this gun was and how bad the assault rifles were, because a lot of people, you know, didn't want to use shotguns, didn't want to use sniper rifles. It sort of multiplayer was sort of resorted to people using, you know, the most powerful sniper rifles, which were like the Aisha Ray and the Vanquisher and the Black Widow, and a couple of the pistols, and then just nothing else. Like, no one would touch most of the assault rifles, no one would touch most of the shotguns. It was really sad that, you know, that these other weapons weren't seeing a lot of use, because they deserve to. They were like, they are really fun once the you know, once they receive the amount of damage that they really required. Now, I haven't got the exact specs for this gun, because if I was going to show the exact specs of this gun, I should just show you the exact specs of every gun, and that would take absolutely ages. But in my, I'm just going to take this dude out, in my, patch breakdown video where I cover all of like the guns that have been buffed and everything, I do include a link to the actual patch notes on the BioWare website, or you can just go and check it out. Just type in like Mass Effect Andromeda patch notes into Google, I guess, and you can see like the individual stats of how they buffed and tweaked every single weapon. It would take me ages. This would be like a 40-minute long video if I was going to read it out to all of you guys, and I don't think many people would want to watch a 40-minute long video about goddamn assault rifles. But suffice to say, they've done a really good job at tweaking it, improving the game, and improving the quality of multiplayer, and improving how, you know, improving the assault rifles, making the assault rifles a lot more fun to use. And it's good that now, you know, when new players, I remember when I first, you know, started the game, the Avenger assault rifle seemed terrible, and I think the only guns you get are the Avenger assault rifle, the Katana shotgun, and the Predator pistol, and then I believe the Mantis sniper rifle, I think it was the Viper sniper rifle, actually. And apart from the sniper rifle and maybe the Predator pistol was pretty good as well, but the shotgun, the Katana, and the Avenger assault rifle were just terrible. It paints a very bad picture, and it gives a very bad first impression of the sort of the experience you're going to have with the weapons when you first start up the game. So I'm glad that, you know, newcomers to the game now are actually going to be, you know, greeted by some decent weapons and, you know, some fun to use weapons. And as you can see, this gun absolutely shreds, especially when you use the Taurian Havoc Trooper's turbocharge ability that I'm using right now, that increases the fire rate massively. It's so good, it works so well with the assault rifles, which is also really, really cool, because like I said before, the assault rifles are pretty damn useless, even with the Taurian Havoc Trooper's turbocharge ability. But now it gives you, you know, one more thing to do, or one more way of using the Taurian Havoc Trooper. So they basically just made it a more rewarding experience, and more, you know, more rewarding to use assault rifles. They've opened up a bunch of new playstyles, obviously, because a lot of the character builds that I do, you know, that revolve around biotics, or, you know, a certain kind of weapon, a certain kind of ability, or whatever. They've opened up a brand new sort of facet of playstyles now that will obviously allow you to incorporate assault rifles. And some of the assault rifles are going to be really good for, you know, biotic based characters and everything. You know that, you know, pistols or shotguns might not have done quite so well at you know, supplementing or going with that character before. It's cool that the assault rifles are now going to be, you know, given a chance to sort of take part in those playstyles and take part in those character builds and everything. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of the playstyles and the potential, you know, strategies and tactics with all of these newfound, you know, more powerful, decent weapons, because they are basically new weapons now, because the amount of the weapons and the amount that they've been tweaked, they are essentially like brand new weapons. But anyway, that's going to do it for this short video. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit and sort of raise awareness for how much better the assault rifles are now, and how much they sucked before, and how good of a job BioWare has done to improve them and make them usable. If you enjoyed this video or find it helpful or entertaining in any way, please do leave me a like. It would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. If you want to see any more of my content left, definitely stick around and subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.